Andy once more encounters the sisters and is brutally beaten, putting him in the infirmary for a month. Boggs spends a week in solitary. When he comes out, he finds Hadley and his men waiting in his cell. They beat him so badly that he's left paralyzed and transferred to a prison hospital upstate, and the sisters never bother Andy again. When Andy gets out of the infirmary, he finds a bunch of rocks and a poster of Rita Hayworth in his cell. This is a present from Red and his buddies. Warden Norton hears about how Andy helped Hadley. Warden Norton uses a surprise cell inspection to size Andy up. The warden meets with Andy and sends him to work with Brooks in the prison library. He sets up a makeshift desk to provide services to other guards and the warden himself with income tax returns and other financial advice. Andy sees an opportunity to expand the prison library. He starts by asking the Maine State Senate for funds. He writes letters every week. His financial support practice is so appreciated that even guards from other prisons, when they visit for inter-prison baseball matches, seek Andy's financial advice. Andy prepares Norton's tax returns for the next season. Not long afterward, Brooks threatens to kill Haywood in order to avoid being paroled. Andy is able to talk him down and Brooks is paroled. He goes to a halfway house but finds it impossible to adjust to life outside the prison. He eventually commits suicide. When his friends suggest that he was crazy for doing so, Red tells them that Brooks had become institutionalized, essentially conditioned to be a prisoner for the rest of his life and unable to adapt to the outside world. Red remarks, "These walls are funny. First, you hate them, then you get used to them. Enough time passes, you get so you depend on them." After 6 years of writing letters, Andy receives $200 from the state for the library, along with a collection of old books and phonograph records. Though the state senate thinks this will be enough to get Andy to halt his letter-writing campaign, he is undaunted and redoubles his efforts. When the donations of old books and records arrive at the warden's office, Andy finds a copy of Mozart's The Marriage of Figaro among the records. He locks the guard assigned to the warden's office in the bathroom and plays the record over the prison's PA system. The entire prison seems captivated by the music. Red remarks that the voices of the women in the intro made everyone feel free, if only for a brief time. Outside the office, Norton appears, furious at the act of defiance, and orders Andy to turn off the record player. Andy reaches for the needle arm at first, then turns the volume on the phonograph up. The warden orders Hadley to break into the office and Andy is sent immediately to solitary confinement for 2 weeks. When he gets out, he tells his friends that the stretch was the easiest time he ever did in the hold because he spent it thinking about Mozart's Figaro. When the other prisoners tell him how unlikely that is, he replies that hope can sustain them. Red is not convinced and leaves, bitter at the thought. With the enlarged library and more materials, Andy begins to teach those inmates who want to receive their high school diplomas. After Andy is able to secure a steady stream